My name is Seth Abood, and this is my story with schizophrenia. As a child, I was a very happy kid, and my parents say that I had much peace with the world. I had no symptoms that I was aware of as a kid. In fact, nothing showed up until I was 14. At 14, I started hearing voices, but I could not recognize them because they were in first person, and they weren't happening that often. Then I turned 20 years old, and I went on a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. About 6 months into my mission, I started to hear voices a lot more, and they were saying other things against what I believed to be true about my religion. I would pray to God, and the voices would say the opposite of what I said to God. When I reached 8 months into my mission, it got worse. I believed everything they said because I thought it was me saying it. Fast forward to 1 month later, and I started to have visual hallucinations. I saw scary images around people who spoke at church. I saw scary images around pictures of Jesus Christ. It was at this time that I became suicidal, and I was sent home early from my mission. My parents took me home, but before we got there, I asked them to take me to the hospital. I was there for 10 days. It was a very boring and depressing place at a mental hospital. While I was there, I was given medication. The medication didn't do anything. I stopped being suicidal and I was sent home. My symptoms of schizophrenia continued for many years. I heard voices telling me to kill myself over and over again, but I never gave in. I was given a medication called Zyprexa. After the hospital for 2 years, I got better sleep, but my symptoms continued. Then I was given Haldol, which would make me shake, and it was hard to concentrate when I started college again. I failed all my classes on Haldol. After Haldol, I was given clozapine. My symptoms of schizophrenia lessened, and I was able to function a little better. I took drafting classes and graduated with a drafting certificate and later an architectural drafting certificate. However, I lost interest in architecture and decided to go for a psychology degree. It was at this time that I almost got engaged, and even though my symptoms had lessened, I wanted them to go away. I went to the therapist and I was given Geodon. I failed some more classes in college and went downhill again. My speech was very bad, and my symptoms were increasing. So I was then given Abilify, and I threw up a lot. That medication wasn't working, so they put me on Seroquel. I got even better than clozapine on Seroquel. But like before, I wanted my symptoms to go away. My biggest motivation at the time was wanting to get better. In 2005, I went on a family reunion, and on the last day, I prayed to God, asking for healing. As I spoke to God, I knew my deceased relatives were there, so I decided to ask God if I could talk to my deceased grandpa. God allowed me to speak to my grandpa. I heard him say, I love you, and one day you will gain stability in your mental illness. I also saw a vague image of him. I then decided to talk to my deceased sister. She told me the same thing my grandpa did. I also saw a vague image of her too. After my prayer, I felt so close to God that the Holy Ghost overcame me with a huge warmth and comfort. I went to bed and slept really well that night. After that experience, I decided to do all that I could to fulfill what my grandpa and sister said to me. I would achieve stability in my mental illness. When I got home from the reunion, I was given Depakote with my Seroquel. The voices and the images were greatly lessened. I was doing better in school and was improving in every aspect of my life. I spoke better, I continued to pursue psychology and later graduated with a bachelor's degree in psychology. I got married and got a full-time job. My wife and I adopted a kid out of foster care. It has now been 23 years old. It has now been 23 years since my mission. I'm not fully healed of my schizophrenia, but I am stable. I am where I want to be with my mental illness. I feel stronger than ever in my mental state. God truly answers prayers when we diligently seek, have faith, confidence in not only ourselves, but in God as well. God's ability to heal because of the atonement of Jesus Christ is beyond our understanding, but not beyond our ability to overcome what seems to be impossible. All those who have mental illness have the ability to function and have stability in life. Nothing is impossible to those who don't give up and strive for the best in life. By making voices into positive voices and making the bad images I see turn into something positive, I have learned to combat the hallucinations and be stable. I still have bad days, but a lot more good days. Being an advocate now to stability and mental illness is a blessing that I treasure because I have the chance now to help others achieve recovery. I have dedicated my life to helping others by answering to help on social to help on social media. I just finished writing 2 books. One was published in 2020 called The Light Within. This book is my journey through mental illness. It is available on Amazon and Walmart online. My second book is called The Strength Within Us. This book is a self-help book designed to help the reader know that all of us have the strength within us to get through any struggle in life. It is also available on Amazon. It is a book full of quotes and journal entries for the reader to write their thoughts. The experience of my eldest mission led to a mission that is a home here in St. George through social media. Many people have told me online and in person how I helped them through their mental health struggles. It has been a humbling experience seeing, reading, and hearing those lives have been changed. Thank you for listening and watching this video on my story with schizophrenia. I do have other videos on mental illness. Be sure to watch them too. Have a blessed day, everyone. And remember that with God, anything is possible. Bye.